So this is one of the Lenz Br86s, but it's actually a version I didn't think I was going to see. It was originally an exclusive, but it appeared in this year's price list, so I ordered one. So it's the first Era 4 West German Class 86 that I've been able to get. These were really nice models. They're largely built from brass and die cast, so they've got a massive weight. I'll quickly just get it rolling. It's DCC digital. It uses Lenz's new motor control system, where you have an angle sensor on the motor axle, and that then does the load regulation as well as the sound control. So it gets rid of back EMF, so you don't get a descending wail as the loco drives off. It's a really nice mechanism, and there's lots of lovely details like this pump that comes off. So function 0 controls the front lights, and function 1 is the rear lights. So when you're buffered up against stock, you can turn the lights out at whichever end. Function 6 there shows the cab light, and it does have an opening cab door. So if I pop that open there, it's really nicely detailed inside. The gauge is all illuminated there from the cab light. You can see the little handles. I'll leave that door propped open. Oops. Oh, I need the sound on for that to work. Let's pop the sound on. Oh, sorry. So there is a firebox glow in there as well when you do the coal shoveling. Another item that opens is the water filler there, and there's a little grid underneath it. So there are 28 functions on the locomotive. Got the main running sound here. We've got a curve squeal on function 13. And function 11 is another flange squeal. Turbo generator on function 20. It's a little device here near the chimney. So the bell right behind the chimney there, and that powers the electrics for lighting on the real loco. While it's running, you can hear this sort of faint buzzing, and then when they spool it down, it really has a characteristic sound. There's a number of different whistles. It's the main one on function 4. Some of them have sort of a distance effect on them. We'll put the smoke on. So function 8 is the main smoke generator, and function 9 is the cylinder clear out. And function 9 has a holding feature, so like the real thing, the driver would blow out the cylinders first to prevent hydrolock. So if you start moving, the loco won't drive until it's cleared the cylinders. You can turn off function 9 and it will stop that. So the smoke is filled through the chimney. I've only put a little bit of fluid in and it's actually tapering out now. So I might put a little bit more in to show a longer run. Turning function 8 off, turns it off, and the fan just cools it as well. You'll see the fan runs afterwards. So it's worth having a look at a few technical things. This is the underside of the chassis, which is beautifully done. That's the magnetic timer. Keeps everything synced up. You can see these little posts here. I haven't taken them out, but to clear around corners they come out with a box spanner. So what they do is they have these little plates bolted between them, that way up, and there's a screwdriver in the toolkit to get these off. And in turn they're bolted to a board in the box to keep everything safe in transit. So there's a nice big Allen key to get those bolts out of the board. So yes, don't forget to take these posts out. It's okay on the straight, but when you go round curves they start fouling the pony trucks. So I've put it up on a slightly longer bit of track. Got one of the streamline coaches as an example. There's some nice smaller coaches in the range, like the Thunderboxes and the former Prussian Clearstream coaches. Slow it in. You can turn out the lights, so function 1 turns off the lights at that end. And then hold away. And to uncouple, turn the lights back on. So this was a new factory for Lenz, largely brass construction, and in this case, for whatever reason, they didn't put crew figures in. Maybe that they didn't have access to them at the factory, or it just may have been a company decision. So I have got the 3D printed driver figures from KM1, and they're all hand painted and ready to go. There's quite a few different ones, they're all on my website. Another feature I keep forgetting is the power seeking feature. So the Loco has a power pack. It will actively hunt for power if it stops on a dead section, and if it loses signal completely it does shut down. So if it derails then it will shut itself down. If you want the steam smoke to work, it needs to wait a second before you return the other direction. So once you pause for a bit, it will then allow the blow down smoke to work. and if you interrupt it, it will then allow it to go ahead. So interrupt it by turning off the function 9. Let's wait a second. Function 9 on. No, not long enough, obviously. Now it's working, yeah. Smoke's thinning out again. I've only put small amounts in. I'll turn it off. Yeah, and the smoke is an option. You don't need to run it with the smoke. As is the sound, you can run it without the sound as well.